the Westinghouse 50-inch by 60-inch throw. I've got the tan color. I'll show you the settings, but right here it says it's got 6 heat settings, between 2 and 10 hour time settings, which is nice. Even heat distribution. We'll go through the rest here. So, first of all, this is what it looks like. It is pretty plush. It's pretty thick, pretty plush, about as thick as I would expect. Actually, it could have been thinner, and it's not, so that's nice. So as far as it plugs in one corner. Sometimes they plug in the middle, and it's a little awkward in the middle at the bottom. So it's in the bottom corner, which is nice. One thing I like to know is how close to the sides do the heating elements go. So you can see here, this is the side of the throw. So the heating element is right here. So it's about 9, trying to get this in view here. Sorry about that. Okay, so the heating element is about 9 inches from the side. So that's a little bit of wasted space. I would have liked it to go a little closer, to be honest. And then on the bottom here, a little closer. So the heating element is right here, and it's about 6 inches. So 6 inches from the side and 9 inches from what I presume is the bottom, because it has the tag. So, and then as far as the controller goes, the cord seems pretty long. I'll measure it in, I'll put the length of the cord in the, I'm not sure if it says on here, I don't see it. I'll measure the cord and put it in the review. So here's the settings. You've got power on and off. Right now it's been on 6 for a while, so I could see how warm it gets. It gets really warm. So as warm as I would expect on high. So here's your heat settings. You've got low, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you start back over at low again. And as far as time settings, let me zoom in. So it's a little crisper on, well, no, I guess the video shows it pretty accurately. Okay, so you have 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, and 10 hours. I really like that because I often go to sleep and, you know, sit and watch TV or something for a while before I go to sleep. And then if I want it to stay on all night, then I want it, you know, that might be a good 9 hours. So I love that it has a 10-hour setting. That's awesome. So I'm really impressed with this. The only thing which could be better is the heating elements could go closer to the sides and the bottom. But to be honest, I've never seen one that really does go much further. So, so this is pretty typical, I expect. So I hope that helps. Let me just measure the cord while I'm at it here. So the distance from the plug where it plugs into the blanket to the controller is 32 inches. So that can be a little frustrating if you've got this plugged in towards your feet and you've only got 32 inches between that and the controller. You'd have to be reaching down quite a bit. So I guess you'd have to plan accordingly and have it plugged in, you know, to the side or something. But that's a little awkward, to be honest. I wish they would give you more cord in between the where it plugs into the blanket and the controller. And then from the controller to the actual plug is 6 feet. 6 feet. So all in all, you've got 6, 7, 8, almost 9 feet. If you count the controller in there too, it's 9 feet. But I think the critical part is where it plugs into the blanket to the controller, because you have to reach for it. So I wish that was a bit longer. But otherwise, I'm impressed with this. It gets very warm. I love the 10-hour setting. And I like that you have 6 heat settings, not just like the typical 3 or so. Addition here, where it plugs in, I'm used to controllers often coming a little bit loose, and then you often get an error signal on here because you've lost the connection down here. So this has, if you can see it, it plugs in and it snaps in, so it doesn't come loose. That's pretty cool. It is not too easy to get it unplugged. To be honest, if you have dexterity issues, that could be an issue, getting this unplugged, because that was a little difficult. But the fact that it snaps in so it can't pull apart, I love that. Hope that helps.